Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. If you're seeing this at 6 in the morning or whenever, hopefully you're having a nice day and that you don't have to work today. That's one thing I've been doing a lot of lately. It's kind of the reason why last week I didn't have any weekend shows. I was just really burnt out. I had a really long work week, and I'd been dealing with a cold most of the week, and by the time Friday came and I got done with work, I was just burnt out. And over the weekend I decided to take it easy for once, because ever since I bought the Z24, it's been every single weekend I've been going out and either exploring or filming or just driving around aimlessly with Kayla as we go and have fun and enjoy ourselves and enjoy what we have left of summer. So I was just kind of burnt out doing so much all the time. You know, whether it was for videos for you guys or just some time for she and I. And this past weekend, I just needed some time for myself to just relax. So that was very nice. It was nice to take a break. So, but I did try to put up a couple of videos for you guys, which I hope you enjoyed. And I've been working on a couple of new ones that I'll have up. I plan to have up one by the end of this weekend. The Eastern Hills Mall in New York, which is just outside of Buffalo. I filmed that when I was in the Buffalo area about a month ago. So I'm working on that, as well as, you know, my other videos I got up there from the day trip that we took. You may have seen the Ames video, which I put up a couple of days ago, as well as the Buffalo, New York Kmart video, which I put up last week. And, you know, given the fact that they're all closing. And I was just going to get to that video as well as the others when I caught up with those in order from like oldest videos to newest. But with the recent news of all the troubles that Sears and Kmart are going through, I figured I might as well just get these up now, get them up right away instead of just waiting and letting them save up memory, you know, on my memory cards, you know, or take up memory rather. So, but there was that. But yeah, you know, after taking a weekend off like that and just relaxing, I feel pretty good. It was another long work week though this week. Busted my back knocking out lots and lots of cars at the shop this week for Enterprise, and, you know, even customer cars. I had a lot of customer cars that either had new doors that I had to put together and on, or new fenders and stuff like that. A lot of body work, but that's part of my job, and I enjoy doing it. Now, granted, we had a heat wave come through, and on top of that, the humidity went up, 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 and it was hardcore, like, humidity. Literally, yesterday, for Friday, even though it only got up to 84 degrees, the humidity made it feel like 104 in the shop. Plus, the sun bakes on the building, so it makes it really hot in there, and it was just a miserable day. I did not feel good by the time I was done with work, but I ended up going home, taking a little bit of a break, just relaxing for a couple of hours. Kayla made some really awesome dinner. She always makes really good food. Another reason why I love her. We know how to eat. No shame in that. But after we relaxed for a little bit, we decided to go down to Millvale Days. As you know, we live in Millvale, and we went down to the annual street fair, as you want to call it, or like little festival. It's a 3-day event celebrating the birth of the town of Millvale when we got incorporated into a borough/town. And last year marked the 150th anniversary, so naturally this year is 151. So while we didn't really stay down there a whole lot, because we just walked around, they have a lot of like vendors, you know, local businesses selling things, and some rides and games, you know, for the kids to play. A lot of the bars on the street are open, and they serve like hot foods. And it's the only 3 days out of the whole year that you can legally walk down the middle of the road with beers in your hands. Now, that's it. You can't have alcohol, but you can have beer or whatever and just walk around. And it's always a really good time. They have live bands that play. Or they had a car cruise 2 days ago on Thursday, but we didn't go down there. We had other things we had to do. But they do it every year, so there's next year I can show you guys that too. And the ones that they do up at Hardee's. They'll have one more car show up at Hardee's right up the street in October. So I'll show you that if I get the chance. But it wasn't too bad. A lot of live bands playing. They have like 3 stages set up, and I filmed a little bit of the one group playing because they were really good. And we just walked around, browsed, what the vendors had and what some of the stores had. Now today, being Saturday, today's going to be the big day, so more things are going to be open. So I'm probably going to head down there before we go to Bowling League, which, by the way, starts today for us, our Saturday league. Kayla's joining me with my aunt, my uncle, a couple of my cousins, and a lot of family members and a lot of familiar faces. So we're excited for that. But yeah, here's just a little bit of what we saw Friday night at Millvale Days. There's literally bubbles flying all over. Coming out of a little bubble machine. Now the moon's out in full swing up above the building, but it's smaller now. Oh, I know. You're the big dog. Good little time, though. The redneck wind chimes. Imagine all the beer drank to make these. Attaboy. Right behind me, guys,
It's me.
is Kayla. But Frank's Pizza and Chicken, best pizza shop in town. She got a Pepsi.
Pepsi.
I got Iron City, what I like to call rust remover. This stuff will take rust right off a bumper. But if you're ever in Millvale or the North Hills area, Frank's Pizza and Chicken, the best in the area. Buffalo chicken pizza is through the roof. Won't be disappointed. Trust me on it.
Oh, sorry. Frank's is the best, guys.
Yes, it is. It's pretty cool. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so like I said, kind of fun. It's not too bad. But like I said, Saturday's the big day. At 11 a.m., they have the big Millvale Days parade. It is supposed to rain in the morning. There's a significant chance of thunderstorms. So hopefully they'll pass before the parade starts so it can step off at 11 o'clock like it's supposed to. And it's fun. It's a great way to bring the whole town of Millvale together. I think the floods kind of proved that, especially the Hurricane Ivan flood in 2004, which happened during Millvale Days. That was the biggest and most historic flood that we had ever seen in our town's history, where literally the entire town was completely underwater. Several businesses had several feet of water in them. Attic Records, I remember, took a massive toll. They lost, I think it was close to $100,000 or a couple $100,000 in losses from all the records and music that they lost that were just completely ruined from the filthy, muddy creek water. So, but as Millvale is, we rebounded and we're doing great. But yeah, today on Saturday, though, to bring the community together, they have the parade, which they do every year. The Shaler Marching Band usually is in it. They haven't been in it the last couple of years because they've had other obligations. For me, it was something I always enjoyed because when I was in high school, I was on the drum line. Me being a percussionist and a drummer, you may have seen the photo of me on stage opening for this metal band called Amorphous a couple of years ago. I showed that photo at that place in Ohio a couple of weeks ago, and here's that image again to refresh your memory. But yeah, so I always enjoyed doing that parade and performing in front of my hometown. However, being a percussionist, walking the mile or so in a heavy wool outfit when it's like 80 degrees, almost 90 sometimes, some years. One year it was snowing, that was fun. with a heavy drum on harness and all that weight, and you're carrying that for a mile playing constantly with that heavy wool suit on. By the time you get to the other end of Millvale, we're like half dead. But it was fun / awful. But yeah, so the parade's cool. Hopefully the Shaler Band will be in it. And they do a live wrestling event today. They have, I think it's the KSWA, the Keystone State Wrestling Association or so. I think that's the company that performs down there. And they usually have like a Frank's Pizza eating contest. If you saw the little clip there from Frank's Pizza, best pizza in town. I don't care what anybody says. Fiore's is good over in the Dormont area, but if you're in the North Hills, and especially Millvale, Frank's is the place to go. Their buffalo chicken pizza cannot be topped. So, but yeah, they have that. They'll have more bands playing, the open bars. A lot of people will do yard sales on Saturday, so I'm looking forward to walking through town and driving around, looking at all the neat little things people have for sale, because as you know, with the retail gems that I can find, among other things too, like old electronics that I like. And for some reason, I have this fascination with flip clocks and tape recorders. I don't know why, because I used to record improv on little cassettes. I still do it once in a while. Sometimes you just find neat things like that for $1 or $2. And whether it works or not, you take a little gamble. It's no big deal. So there's that to look forward to. But the main thing that I'm really looking forward to is starting up the Strike Alley Blowout, as I like to call it. My good friend Mike, who's on my Thursday league and on my Saturday league, we call it the Strike Alley Blowout. That's the name of our bowling league for Saturday, Strike Alley. But we just love to call it the Strike Alley Blowout. You know, it's a great time with great friends and with my family members too. So looking forward to starting up my Saturday league again. That's going to be this afternoon at one of the AMF locations here in Pittsburgh. So that'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. Kayla's joining. She'll be on my team with myself, my aunt, and my cousin Carrie. So we're going to have a great time. And we're going to win first place. Just like I promised my aunt when I joined a couple of years ago, and we did. And then they shuffled up the teams, and they put me on a team that was so good that our handicap was lower, and other teams won, but that's just the nature of the game. So hopefully we can do it. I'm going to try. But anyway, with that said, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video. It's great to do a morning video for you guys for the weekend. Like I said, I kind of missed not doing it last weekend, and I wanted to do it, but I was just feeling really awful come Friday night. I did not feel good at all. It's rare that I get sick, but sometimes when I get sick, I get sick. So yeah, it was just nice to take a weekend off and just kind of relax. I needed that. I was so burnt out, but I hope you guys understand. So, but I'm not going anywhere. I got plenty of videos saved up on my memory cards for you guys. I have a lot of lost tapes too, which I'm going to start working on as the weather starts to get cooler. Probably closer to winter time too. You know, in the winter time it's harder to film because it gets dark early, and by the time I get done working, it's dark. I go to work in the dark, I come home, it's dark. So I get the weekends to film, or if I do indoor videos like at Kmart's closing, which I've been doing, you know, now since 2017, and I'm not stopping that no matter what anybody wants me to do. I'm going to do that. Or, you know, other places too that may be going out of business, or just like Dead Mall videos. You know, Anthony's a huge inspiration for that, as is like Sal, Jack Thomas, you know, Raw and Real Retail. A lot of my friends that do the Dead Mall videos, so that's just to name a few. There are many more, but they're just to name a few. Anthony's a real big inspiration, so that's why I like doing them, and that's why mine are always similar to his, because I look up to him. He's a role model with the Dead Mall videos. It's just, he does them perfectly, in my opinion. So you'll see a lot of those in the wintertime as well, but as long as I can help it, videos are coming. I just needed a week off. Well, not a week, but a weekend off. So it's nice to have that. But stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to have another morning show. I'll show you guys a little bit of clips from bowling. If I end up going down to Millvale Days again, if I end up going down to Millvale Days or whatnot, if the weather cooperates and parade happens, I'll be able to show you clips from that, and we'll have a good time. So, and I hope you'll be able to enjoy. And if not, no, can't make everybody happy. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this video. It's nice doing a weekend video for you guys again. So, again, I hope you understand. I apologize there weren't any last weekend. I just needed some time off. Anyway, have a great day today. If you're working, please don't work too hard. Hopefully your work day goes for you rather quickly so you can enjoy your time off. And if you're not working, have a great day. Take it easy. Do what you want to do to make yourself happy. And with that said, guys, I'm going to take off. Let's have a great Saturday. Take care and stay awesome, everybody. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.